Yeah, it's just tragic and horrible and just horrifying.
That's new tonight as well here at 10. As officials arrest the man they believe to be the Long Island serial killer, friends and family members of the victims are getting some closure. The arrest of the suspected killer not only hitting home for those on Long Island, but for one woman in Clearwater.
She was close with friends with Amber Lynn Castillo, who lived in Clearwater for several years before moving to New York.
Yeah, his name is Rex Huerman. Been charged with murdering Costello, whose body was found back in 2010. And her good friend actually spoke with Fox 13's Erin Mesmer, is here with us in studio tonight. What'd she say?
Yeah, well, she had a mixture of emotions, Mark. First of all, you know, it's a lot of the same kind of heartbreak that she experienced more than a decade ago, and she thought, as she thought about her friend's death. And then, of course, there was some relief. Amber Lynn Costello called Clearwater home for no more than a few years, according to friends. But in that short period of time, Amber left a huge impact on Marissa Rosenthal.
She was really there for me when my grandfather passed away, so she was a superhero to me for that.
That was in 2008. Marissa and Amber were close friends. But Amber struggled with addiction, and Marissa recalls Amber's last-minute decision to not go to rehab.
It's just heartbreaking because I always question, well, what if she had gotten the help that she needed?
Not long after that, Amber moved to Long Island, New York. In December 2010, her body was found near Gilgo Beach as police searched for another missing woman. Detectives soon discovered the bodies of 4 women within a quarter mile of one another, dubbing them the Gilgo Four. By the end of 2011, the number of victims was up to 11, many of them sex workers, including Amber. Police launched a search for a serial killer.
It's just tragic and horrible and just horrifying.
But then news came Friday that after 13 long years, an arrest had been made. Rex Huerman, a 59-year-old architect from Long Island, was charged with killing Amber and 2 other women. Investigators believe he may be responsible for other murders.
We executed over 300 subpoenas. We were able to identify 7 separate burner phones that he used.
The arrest brought back a flood of emotions to Marissa.
To just go back to my friendship with Amber in that time of life and just thinking through everything that happened is incredibly sad.
But if Huerman is guilty, there's also some relief.
It does bring a certain amount of peace, you know, to my heart to think of you know, his actions will be prevented for doing this to anybody else.
Perhaps more than anything else, Marissa just wishes she could see her friend one last time.
Oh, man. Yeah, I miss her a lot. She was a good friend.
Yeah, all those years later still has that heartbreak. Police say they landed on Huerman as a suspect during a review of evidence, including a car registered to him at the time, cell phone, tower data, and DNA evidence. And Huerman pleaded not guilty to all of these charges today in court. Mark and Allie, I know you're going to have a lot more on this tonight at 10:30.
We will indeed. Erin Mesmer with us tonight in studio. Erin, thanks.